Hello, good citizen. I'm Forbes and Vanity Fair, but I believe Trump profited from kids' cancer charity, this report says. This came out June 6th. William Cummings is the reporter here in on the good USA Today. So what has been going on is Trump has been holding since 2007 a charity golf event at his country club in Westchester County, New York, to raise money for the Eric Trump Foundation on behalf of the St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital in Memphis, Forbes reported. To date, it's all been about 10 years, Eric Trump has raised more than $11 million, including $2.9 million last year for the hospital research, most of it through the golf tournaments, according to Forbes. The cost for the tournament averaged $50,000 during the first 4 years, which is about what other charities pay for events at Trump courses. But the expenses quickly began to rise, reaching $322,000 by 2015, Forbes reported, citing IRS filings. So, oh God. Oh, Trump just, there's no end to his flagrant, filthy greed. So is he the first president or big politician or big rich person to have a foundation that they use to profit from? No. The Clinton Foundation has sold uranium to the Russians, and as reported by New York Times in 2015, they sold weapons to the Saudis. But, oh man, Trump, as I said, he is just the ugliest version of everything that's been going on. And so what he was doing... So his son's event was at his golf course, and the article goes, and he got mad and started charging them. Which, like, this whole circuit of celebrity fundraisers, big foundations and stuff like that, some of them do good work. Some of them raise money to help people out. But a lot of this is just rich people setting these things up. There's a great line in Mad Men, if you ever watch Mad Men. And the actor, I forget his name, who played the oldest guy, the oldest partner at the firm. And he said to Don Draper once, he goes, philanthropy is the gateway to power. You know, that's what so much of this is about. These powerful people just come and pat themselves on the back, but this is a money-making thing. This isn't about that. Look, they have enough money. It's like when you have that much money, you could throw a fundraiser. Like if I was worth hundreds of millions of dollars, I would throw some swanky event and I would pay for it out of my own pocket so that 100% of the money donated went to the cause that it was for. But not these assholes. And it's like the foundations, I'm sure many of them are used as tax dodges because it's a non-for-profit. And you can filter, I mean, this has been happening since the dawn of fucking time, where they filter money off their foundations into their own goddamn pockets. I'll go into the specifics here. Here is... So Eric Trump claims that the charity is able to use the course for free and that many other expenses are donated. We get to use our assets 100% free of charge, the president's son told Forbes. In reviewing filings from Eric Trump Foundation and other charities, it's clear that the course wasn't free, that the Trump Organization received payments for its use, part of more than 1.2 million that has no documented receipts past the Trump Organization. Forbes reported. Golf charity experts say the listed expenses defy any reasonable cost justification for one-day golf tournaments. In addition, more than $500,000 in donations were given to other charities, many of which were connected to Trump family members or interests, including at least 4 groups that subsequently paid to hold golf tournaments at Trump courses, the magazine reported. It's just, oh God, it's so filthy. It's just like when and I've done videos on this, like corporations or industries donate to some Trump super PAC, the private prison industry or the oil industry or somebody like that donates to a politician's super PAC, and then, they have influence over policy. It's just another road into that. I'm going to donate 20 grand to their cancer charity, but I get a table with Trump and I get to talk this and I get to push my agenda and this, that, and the other thing. And it's a tax write-off, and, the tax laws are all written by the rich. So, according to Forbes, the spike in costs for the tournament started in 2011 when Donald Trump insisted the charity begin paying the Trump Organization for the events. Ian Gilloyle, I know I'm not pronouncing that correctly, who worked as membership and marketing director for the Westchester course, told Forbes that Donald Trump was not happy with the expenses the charity wasn't being billed for. Quote, Mr. Trump had a cow, Forbes quoted Gilloyle as saying, he flipped. He was like, we're donating all this stuff and there's no paper trail, no credit. And he went nuts, he said. I don't care if it's my son or not. Everybody gets billed. Fuck the cancer kids, right, Trump? What an asshole. Oh, God. The Trumps and the Clintons are just fucking awful. The Clintons are just better mannered, more polite, better educated, pro-choice, greedy, awful, fake charity foundation dicks like Trump. The Trump Foundation gave $100,000 to the Eric Trump Foundation. The Donald J. Trump Foundation gave $100,000 to Eric Trump Foundation to help offset the increase in costs. Gilloyle told Forbes that means donors to the Donald J. Trump Foundation, the Trump family had not given money to that foundation for several years, saw $100,000 of their donations pass on as revenue to the Trump Organization by way of charges to the Eric Trump Foundation. Oh, this is crooked. The fucking mob has more. I have more respect for the mafia and drug dealers than I do these assholes. It's just, I'll put the link below. It's just another example of how crooked this asshole is. But honestly, we've talked about this a lot on this show. We want to call Trump out on his filthy foundation and his fake charity, and he's screwing over kids with cancer, as well we should. We got to do it with the Clintons and anybody else who calls a fake foundation. We should just investigate every rich, powerful person's foundation and see what they're really doing. See where their money is really going. I understand a non-for-profit has overhead expenses, but it just shows these golf tournaments, all bullshit. The golf course makes money, everybody makes money, and we throw a couple of pennies at some kids with cancer so we rich assholes feel good about ourselves when we helicopter off the fucking 18th green or whatever back to the Hamptons, these dicks. Westchester, New York probably is in the Hamptons. I don't know. I don't go out to that fucking filthy whore island. All right. Thanks for watching, you guys. So if you donate to my Patreon link below, I can guarantee you 100% of the, 10% of the money goes to Patreon. They take 10% of your Patreon dollars. So if you give $1, 10 cents goes to Patreon. That's their fee for running the website and whatever else. And 90% goes to me so I can help doing more of these videos. There. And it goes to stuff to pay my bills and pay my Wi-Fi and give me more time so I can do more articles. That's what it's going for. I'm not giving it, and I pay a little bit to my girlfriend who does like the editing and the posting. That's where the money's going, right? And it goes into gas for my 1998 RAV4 with 250,000 miles on it. That's where the money's going, guys. Not some filthy, rich buddy, secret handshake club. Oh, God.